Hi everyone, it's me again, Rose from the Philippines. Welcome to the 287th episode of Gantsilyera, a show and tell of crochet and craft related items. Today is September 20, 2020. It's a Sunday. I'm making my regular podcast today. Mama went to church and the kids are not here. So what have I been up to this past week? I was busy supervising the kids with their online class, although I am focused mostly on Daniel because he is in his nursery school right now and they're having their online classes. So I am helping them with their offline activities and the sort. So while tending to them or looking after them, I'm working on this project which I started weeks ago using the Treasure Island yarn from Miss Shirley. So this is how it went so far. This is how long it is now. And I have used 2 balls of the Treasure Island yarn for this. So the last time I've shown you this part here with the filet crochet. So I was able to make more of the cross stitches. I have divided them into treble crochets. This has 5 rows to it, and this one has 10 rows of the cross stitch. So now I am in that dividing part for the treble crochet, and I ran out of the second ball of yarn. So now I'm gonna use my last ball of yarn for the Treasure Island to make most or to finish this some type of blanket or afghan. So I'm quite happy on how it looks and the measurements of it since it covers me very well. And this is gonna be a change for me for the other one that I'm using at night, some type of cover. So this is just some mindless type of crochet that I can work on while looking after the kids, and I'm happy working on it. And then I am still working on the bikini shorts. I also use this, I always bring it downstairs to continue working on it. And so far, this is how it looks like. I was able to use most of the yarn for this. And I'm in that part where I am anticipating the length of it so that I can afterwards put the division for the legs part. So that is going along nicely also. Some type of a side project or order. And it is sitting in this, is in my elbow bag. So those are the 2 whips that I have crochet wise. So yesterday I was able to continue working on the bags that I have started weeks ago. I was inspired by what I saw from Miss Terry of the Yarn Joy podcast. She has made this bag with some vertical scraps of yarn. So I was able to do this one as an inspiration from her bag, although I was supposed to turn it into a wider one with some strips of fabric running along the bottom and the upper part. But the other day, I am thinking about a bag that I can use that is quite portable. So this is what I call my portable project bag. So what I did was, instead of putting 2 strips of horizontal fabrics on the bottom and the upper side, I just put one on the bottom. And I decided to put some pockets on the outer part of it. I was dreaming about putting some pockets on the outer part, so I was able to do it here using also those vertical strips of fabric. So now I will be able to put some stuff here while the main compartment will hold my project or a ball of yarn so that also I can put it on the floor so that my yarn wouldn't get dirty. So it has this blue Gina cloth lining to it, and for the strap I made it very small so that I can just hold it like so. So that is how the first one turned out, with some patches on it. I didn't iron it. I was not confident on ironing it on. So what I did is I sewn it by hand. So this is the first bag. The second bag is made out of also the vertical strips of fabric. But for this one, instead of putting the pockets on the front side, I was able to put two pockets on the front that is a bit shorter. And for the back part, I was able to put three pockets. I divided them into three, so I will have three pockets on the back part. And then I put some rainbow patch on it that I also sewn by hand. And this one, the handle part is in the sides. So if ever when I am able to put my project in, I can just hold it like this so that it will be different from the other one. So Mama has been saying that I have accumulated so many of them, but I really love working on them since it has a variety of design. I like experimenting with it, so now I was able to, although I am running out of fabrics now, I am also thinking of making some type of bag like this with a circular bottom. So this is a box type bottom also with a blue lining. So that is how it turned out. The other bag. So they are quite cute. So now that I have shown them to you, I will be able to use them. So those are my projects. I forgot to tell you, Miss Rel of the Dabbling Hook, she commented on one of my videos. And she said that the cross stitches resembles what they call cane weaving. And I have researched online about that. And it really resembles the stitch here. I have seen cane weaving a long time ago when my auntie commissioned someone to put some cane weaving on her sofa. So it's pretty amazing and fascinating looking at it. I was able to have the experience on how it is worked. It's a very tedious job and it's really fascinating to look at. So it resembles this. So what they do is they have strips of, I don't know what it is, but they place it one by one, just like in weaving on the sofa or sala set that has some holes in it. So and then they weave it as they go. So it's quite amazing and it really looks like that. So I always forget to mention that to you guys that all of my social media or information will be on the description box below. I often put it there, just like my blog, my Facebook page, and also I have a Ravelry, and I also put there my link for my Shopee account. So if ever you want to find me, all of my information will be on the description box below. And speaking of my blog or the information below, I have put on my blog a written pattern for this wallet here that I was supposed to make a tutorial for, but someone has been asking if I am selling my patterns. So what I did was, the other day I written up I written up some instructions for this wallet here, and then I put it on my blog. So if you are interested in that, all of the information or all of the instructions will be on my blog. And I'm gonna try to make more written patterns for the other wallets that I have made tutorials for in the past. So if you would like the written pattern, if you prefer it from the video, All of that will be on my blog, which is gantsilyera.blogspot.com. So I have been watching this series on Netflix recently. I have found the season 15 of it. I started watching it and it is called Grand Design. It is a show where a couple decides to make a house of their own with their own design in a specific place that has plenty of problems in it sometimes. So most of the job comes from them and most of the ideas comes from the couple, and then they have these different types of ways to put up their houses, and oftentimes it goes for about 1 to 2 years to be done. And one of the videos that I have watched, one of them took about a decade for their house to be built, because most of the things that they do in their house is in they do it their own way, or they do it by hand, so it took that long of a time to make it. So yesterday I was quite surprised that I was able to watch the last episode of the 10th season, but I am looking forward to watching the other ones since they only put there the 10th and 15th season. So I'm going to wait for the other seasons so that I can watch them. I really love watching it and how they survive the process of making their own house. In the end, it is very satisfying to have their own house and see all of the designs that they chose. And Marius have been drawing. Kuya, my brother-in-law bought him something to draw in that he can connect to the computer, so that upon drawing there, the drawing that he has goes to the monitor, and he has been wanted to show you some of the drawings that he has. So he is really fascinated in drawing maps. So this is one of his sketches. I'm trying to collect all of the sketches that he has. This is also one of his sketches that he drew from the internet. This is going to be Sophie's assignment, but he wasn't able to finish it. So what I'm doing is I'm collecting most of it, so that if ever he grows up, he will have some reminders of when he was starting drawing. I wish I have some drawings in my youth that I will be able to see now, but I wasn't able to store them. So that is Maris's drawing. As I was supervising the kids downstairs, we have been eating some snacks from these containers here. So I have salvaged both of them, thinking that I can use them for storage of my beads. So this is some type of compartment that is used right now for businesses like selling food or snacks. So for this one, it has some mango cubes in it that someone sold my ate. So we have been eating it as some type of snack. And sometimes the sellers have some other types of snacks put in here that they sell. Sometimes they have some pumpkin seeds, some watermelon seeds, and some beans to put here to be sold online. So that is quite nice to have some containers like this to store some stuffs like my beads. So I think those are most of it. I have said all the things I wanted to say to you guys. I'm hoping to work on my granny squares next. I have accumulated some yarns for it. And now that I have these two bags, it will be portable, and I can just put here my cell phone and the hook that I'm using. For this one, for the rectangular shawl, I am using this letter B hook here, which is a 2.25mm hook. This is the smallest one that Miss Grace gave me. So I have been using it for fingering weight type of yarn. So that's what I've been using for this since it is very thin. Gonna work on it later, hoping that it will be finished soon along with the bikini shorts. I'm hoping you guys don't get angry with me if I decline some suggestions because someone has suggested for some fish kitchen, but I wasn't able to do it because I am busy tending with the kids. So I hope you guys won't mind. I am planning of still making my podcast, although I am wanting to make some tutorials soon. But as some type of request, I am putting some patterns on my blog. So that's what I've been working on lately. So it's nice catching up with you guys. A while ago, I was able to catch some of Miss Jan's live, but I thought that it will be longer. But I think she is on her third hour then when I catch her. So I think those are most of it. Today's weather is sunny. We're still in quarantine here in the Philippines, although it is in a general community quarantine where some stuff is okay to do right now. So I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna upload this video. And stumbling on my words sometimes, but I hope you guys don't mind. So I'm gonna let you go now and see you soon, maybe next Sunday. So that's it from me. Bye for now.